The defensive collapse we witnessed last season wasn't just a statistical anomaly. It was a heartbreak for every single person who bleeds silver and blue, leaving us wondering if the doomsday defense identity had been lost forever. I'm Carlos Eduardo, and today I want to talk directly to Cowboys fans about why the hiring of Christian Parker might be the most consequential move this franchise has made in a decade. From my perspective, when you finish a season ranked dead last in passing defense, you don't just need a new coach, you need a new philosophy. You need a complete structural overhaul that addresses the fundamental disconnect between our talent and our results. What I see on this roster is a collection of elite athletes who were essentially playing in a system that didn't understand their strengths. But with Christian Parker coming over from Philadelphia, everything is about to change. If I'm being honest with Cowboys fans, the youth of Christian Parker is exactly the shot in the arm this building needed. At 34 years old, he doesn't carry the baggage of failed schemes from 20 years ago. He is a modern, aggressive, and highly intelligent defensive mind who understands how the NFL game is played in 2026. In my opinion, the fact that he immediately parted ways with 3 assistant coaches and saw the defensive line coach head to Tennessee tells us everything we need to know. Parker is not here to play nice. He is here to build his own machine. This is Dallas football. This is expectation. This is pressure. We are the franchise of Tom Landry, the man who literally invented the 4-3 defense and the flex system. We are the franchise of Roger Staubach's grit and the overwhelming dominance of the 90s dynasty, led by Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. When you wear the star, you aren't just playing for a city. You're playing for a legacy that demands excellence. And let's be real, last year was nowhere near that standard. What fascinates me most about this new era is the specific vision Parker has for our young secondary players. Will McClay, a man whose word is gold in this organization, recently highlighted Parker's focus on Shavon Revel Jr. and DaRon Bland. From my perspective, this is where the 2026 season will be won or lost. Let's look at Shavon Revel Jr. first. If I'm being honest, it was painful to watch him at times last year. He was coming off that ACL injury from his college days, and he spent the first half of the season on the sidelines. When he finally hit the turf, he looked hesitant. He totaled 35 tackles and only 3 pass deflections in 7 games. For a guy with his raw physical tools, that felt like he was playing with handcuffs on. But what I see in Parker's history is a track record of taking that raw, clay-like talent and molding it into a masterpiece. Think about the players Parker has influenced recently. Patrick Surtain II, who is the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, and guys like Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Those are high IQ, high-motor defenders who were starters on an Eagles team that reached the ultimate mountaintop. If Parker can apply that same Tudor mentality to Revel, we aren't just looking at a comeback story. We're looking at a breakout star. Then, there's DaRon Bland. It's been a rough 2 years for DaRon. He's been banged up, fighting through foot injuries that would have sidelined lesser players entirely. He's undergoing another surgery this offseason, which I know makes some fans nervous. But in my opinion, even a 75% healthy DaRon Bland is a game changer. Despite playing in only 12 games last year, he still managed 73 tackles and an interception. This is the man who holds the NFL record for pick sixes in a single season. He is a predator in the secondary. What I see on this roster is a potential no-fly zone if Parker can figure out the chemistry. Imagine a healthy DaRon Bland on one side, a developing Shavon Revel Jr. on the other, and Trevon Diggs roaming the field with the freedom to be the ball hawk we know he is. That doesn't even mention our safeties, whom Parker has also expressed a specific vision for. The Cowboys aren't just looking for bodies to fill the depth chart. They are looking for specialized weapons. From my perspective, the tactical shift is going to be the biggest story of the summer. In Philadelphia, Parker's units were consistently in the top 10 against the pass. They played a brand of football that was suffocating. They forced quarterbacks into mistakes by disguising coverages and using their secondary players in versatile ways. For too long, the Cowboys' defense under previous regimes felt predictable. It felt like opposing offensive coordinators knew exactly where our holes were before the ball was even snapped. In my opinion, this move tells us a lot about Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones finally trusting the younger generation of coaches. AT&T Stadium, or as we all know it, Jerry World, is a palace that deserves a championship-caliber product. The atmosphere there is unlike anything else in sports. When the sun hits those glass walls and the giant screen is glowing, you can feel the weight of the history. But that atmosphere only matters if the product on the field matches the grandeur of the building. We have the stars. We have Dak Prescott leading the offense, a man who has shown incredible resilience throughout his career. We have CeeDee Lamb, who is arguably the best wide receiver in the game right now. And of course, we have Micah Parsons the Lion. But a team is only as strong as its weakest link, and last year, that link was the passing defense. If I'm being honest with Cowboys fans, we cannot expect Dak and Micah to do everything. Football is a game of 3 phases, and the defensive secondary has been our Achilles heel. Christian Parker knows this. He didn't take this job because it was easy. He took it because the opportunity to fix the Dallas Cowboys defense is the fastest way to becoming a head coach in this league. There's reason to believe that the upcoming draft and free agency period will be heavily skewed toward Parker's type of player. We need speed, we need length, we need players who can tackle in space, something that was sorely lacking during the 2025 campaign. I expect us to be aggressive. I expect Will McClay to work hand in hand with Parker to identify the Parker prototypes in this draft class. From my perspective, the NFC East rivalry is only going to get more intense. The Eagles aren't going anywhere, the Commanders are finding their identity, and the Giants are always a physical threat. To win this division, you have to be able to stop the pass. You have to be able to neutralize the elite receivers that populate our rivals' rosters. What I see on this roster is a group that is hungry for redemption. You can hear it in the way the veterans talk. You can see it in the off-season workouts. There is a sense of enough is enough. In my opinion, the most important thing Christian Parker can do in the next few months is build a relationship with his players. He needs to earn the trust of guys like Trevon Diggs and Micah Parsons. He needs to show them that his system isn't just a set of rules, but a pathway to greatness. If he can do that, if he can get 100% buy-in, then the sky is the limit. We are talking about a franchise that has 5 Super Bowl trophies in the lobby. We aren't interested in participation trophies or winning seasons that end in the first round of the playoffs. This is Dallas. The goal is always the Lombardi Trophy. As we look toward the start of the 2026 season, I want you to pay close attention to the small details. Look at how the cornerbacks are lining up in training camp. Look at the communication between the safeties. That is where you will see the fingerprints of Christian Parker. From my perspective, this isn't just a coaching change, it's a culture shift. We are moving away from the era of hoping for the best and moving into an era of planning for success. I'm Carlos Eduardo, and I believe in this vision. I believe in the talent on this roster, and I believe that Christian Parker is the right man to lead this defense back to the top. It won't be easy. There will be mistakes. There will be moments where we hold our breath. But that is the beauty of Cowboys football. It's a ride, and it's a ride we take together. Stay strong, Cowboys Nation. Keep that passion high. We've been through the lean years, we've been through the heartbreak, but the dawn is coming. This defense is going to be something special, and I'll be here to break down every single play along the way. The vision is clear. The staff is being built. The players are being challenged. And when that ball is kicked off in September, we want the world to know that the Dallas Cowboys defense is back, and we aren't taking any prisoners. This is our team. This is our time. Let's go get that 6th ring.